I sat in church for 17 years and never had my pastor preach on this Bible verse, not once. And I am convinced it's because most Christians are terrified of it, especially if you are struggling with money. Today, I'm telling you what this verse says, why the church says silent, and how understanding it literally changed the way I make financial decisions. But here is the thing: if you are broke right now, you might not like what it says. So if you are ready to stop being stuck, stay with me. The verse is 1 Timothy 6 verse 10, not John 3:16, not Proverbs. 1 Timothy 6 verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." Now, most Christians stop there and feel guilty. They think, oh no, I want to be rich. I am sinning. God doesn't want me to have money. Wrong. But here is where it gets interesting and where the church goes silent. The verse doesn't say money is evil. It says the love of money is evil. There's a difference, a big one. The love of money itself. And what I realize is this: most of us aren't actually struggling because we love money. We are struggling because we are afraid of it. And the Bible speaks to that too. Let me tell you where I was 4 years ago. I was in a job, a good church, a good life on the surface, but every month I was stressed about money. My kids would ask me for $100 for school fees, and I had anxiety. I'm thinking, do I have that? And I was nervous about not having it. It was not about knowing if I had it. I was making decent income, but I was broke in my mind. I didn't track expenses, didn't have a budget, didn't invest. I would pray to God, Lord, bless my finances, but I wasn't even stewarding what He already gave me. Then someone asked me, do you actually love money, or are you afraid of it? That hits different. I was afraid, terrified, actually. And that's what 1 Timothy 6 verse 1 is really about. It's not about saying, don't be rich. It's saying, don't be controlled by money. Don't let the fear of money or the obsession with money run your life. Because when you are controlled by money, whether that's fear or greed, you make terrible decisions. You don't invest, you don't give, you don't build, you just survive. So, what does the Bible actually say about Christians and wealth? Proverbs 10:22 says, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. 1 Timothy 6 verse 17 to 18. This is the key. Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant. Put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, to be rich in good and to be generous and willing to share. Do you see what's happening here? The Bible is literally saying God wants you to be rich so that you can do good and give. Wealth isn't the enemy. Selfishness is the enemy. And if you're broke and fearful, you can't be generous. You can't help your church. You can't help your family. You can't build anything. So God wants you to build wealth, but for the right reason. Here is what this means for your life. If you are struggling financially, it is not because you want money too much. It is because you haven't taken responsibility for managing the money you have. You don't have a budget. You don't track where it goes. You don't invest it. You don't give from it. You are not stewarding. And the stewardship is biblical responsibility. So here's what I did. 3 things. Number 1, track. I opened a simple spreadsheet, income in, expenses out. Every single dollar for 30 days. I just watched. I didn't judge. I didn't stress. I just watched. You know what I found? I was spending $2,000 a month on things I didn't remember buying. Gone credit card, subscription, random stuff. Number 2, separate. I created 4 buckets. Life, give, grow, invest. Life, essential housing, food, utility, give, minimum 10%. The Bible calls this tithing. I do it to God and to the people in need. Grow equals emergency funds. 3 to 6 months of expenses. Invest equals wealth. Building stock index funds. Real estate. Even if you make $2,500 a month, you can do this. I know people in every American state doing this right now. This is California, Florida, New York. Doesn't matter where you are. This works. Number 3, decide the reason. Before I spend money or make money, I ask myself, is this coming from fear or from stewardship? Am I building this because I'm anxious or because it's genuinely useful? Am I dodging this investment because I'm scared or because it's actually risky? Changed everything. Here is the truth. The church doesn't preach on 1 Timothy 6 verse 10 because it's uncomfortable, because it forces us to ask hard questions. Are you controlled by money? Are you stewarding what God gave you? Are you willing to get uncomfortable and actually change? If you answer yes to any of that, if you are ready to stop being broke and start being intentional, then you need to subscribe right now, because next week I am walking you through how to build your first investment portfolio. And it's biblical, it's practical, and it's real. So subscribe, click the bell, and tell me in the comments what one financial decisions have you made out of fear instead of faith. Let's help each other. I read every comment. See you in the next one.